Well, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Midwest Whitetail. Today is Monday, January 6th, frigid cold. We got the bow in hand. Gavin and I are about to take off. Mike and Rye just left for the river farm, so 2 high anticipation hunts coming up. And on this week's episode, we're not going back very far. Last night, Bella and Mike had an incredible kickoff to 2025, giant framed 8-pointer if you've been following along on social media. And by the end of the night, 2 tags are punched, so we're excited to show you that hunt. As for the rest of the team, late season has been a whole lot of hunting, not a whole lot of encounters. And with a little bit of time left on the clock, this potentially could be our last show of the season, minus the highlight show. But, there's 4 hunts remaining for the team. Mike and I only have 2 more to go, and the weather's still really good, so time is on the table for things still to happen. In addition to all of that, wanted to bring to your attention a couple more things. Hoyt just released their 2025 apparel line. They were generous to supply us with a code of MWW10. That'll save you 10% off your entire order with soft goods. And then Redneck Blinds, their Convoy of Hope charity giveaway. That is open through January 15th if you want to enter. Details, you can find it on their website. But the gist is you can do a lot of good with minimal effort, and some great prizes are involved. So hope you guys are having a great finish to the season. And as always, really appreciate you taking the time to join. Let's jump to Bella's hunt now, and we'll see you next week for potentially the final episode of the year, but hopefully not, because that means something happened in the meantime. Hope you enjoy the show.
Sunday, January 5th, and we are back out at the home farm. Our last sit at the home farm for the year. I'm wrapping up my week of call at the hospital, so this week I was limited where I could be. And the next few days I'll be down at the river farm or down at some of those farms that are south of here. But Tate decided that he was done, and Bella is in the blind with the muzzleloader, and I feel like hopefully tonight it's going to happen. We're back in the bottom plot. We're hoping for Anna's buck. As the photos from here, as I kind of dissect them and they've come through, he was in here 10 minutes after legal on the 2nd and the 3rd. Those were the 2 nights that we didn't hunt here. Those were 2 nights, with the 3rd in particular, really, really ideal conditions. That's when we sat up at the cherry tree and saw 60 deer, and saw pretty much every buck on that side of the farm. So, fingers crossed he's bedded close tonight and he'll get in here. We had a good sit here last night. 30 plus does and a handful of bucks. Tonight we have a northeast wind, and so it is blowing back towards the ditch. It's not ideal for this. I'd rather a northwest, but I really have this blind set up for any north. Normally we have this blind set up about halfway down, and it's 40 yards all the way around with the crossbow. This year I moved it down, which does allow me to get away with some east in it. It's not blowing across the plot. And it's cold. Real feels like 12 degrees or so. There's quite a bit of snow just south of us. We're missing it, but there's a front basically moving through. It's just 20 miles south of here. So it's overcast, and conditions I would still consider them to be good. And Bella says she wants to shoot a doe at the end. This is probably your last sit, I guess, yeah?
I have my landowner tag and I have my muzzy tag, so.
Yeah.
If Anna's buck doesn't come out, I'm gonna take a doe.
Yeah. We're gonna sit back and enjoy the afternoon. We got Mr. Gavin with us. Thank you, sir. And we've got probably 2.5 hours to go. That's Anna's buck, Junior. His leg is broken. What? His leg is broken. Oh, the back leg.
Maybe I should shoot him.
Yeah, it's just completely busted. We should probably shoot him.
Yeah.
It's hitting pretty good.
Yeah.
You can shoot him there.
Straight up the leg, mid body. Front of the leg.
Good shot, honey.
Thanks.
Good shot, honey. Nice work. Put it on him. That's awesome right there. Man, I don't even know what to think. I'm proud of you. That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
Muzzle loader. It's like kind of funny. Tate was gonna come. He was at 54 yards right there, so he was coming this direction, you know, crossbow range. Tate's gonna be like, what the heck? And it wasn't a deer that I was, you probably hear in some of the background our conversation, but he wasn't a buck I was thinking we were gonna shoot. And then we saw him coming down the hill, and I could tell he was limping pretty good up on the hill. But it wasn't until he got down to the fence that we could see his back legs broken. I mean, you could see the bone hanging out. And this deer can survive a lot of injuries. I mean, there's no doubt. We've seen plenty of three-legged deer around, but you know, it's also pretty high risk, right? Easier for the coyotes to get them if we have a hard winter, heavy snow. The wound looks relatively fresh, so it could have been a gun wound or whatever. I mean, he's a big, giant 8-pointer, and he looks super similar to the half rack we filmed the last couple hunts. He shed one side in mid-December, so I'm not sure if he got an infection in his antler base or something, but these two deer look super similar with how close, the side profile, how close their G2 and G3 is together. But anyway, Bella made a great shot, put him down, and you know, there was kind of been a little bit of a fear of that muzzler for some time, and this year she said, you know what, it's just another gun. I was like, you're definitely big enough to shoot it, and she's been shooting it. We fired around actually today before we came out to the blind. She's putting it in the center at 100 yards, and so anyway, pretty awesome. Look at that thing.
I'd say that's definitely a shot.
Perfect shot. He's a huge. That is wicked. I can't believe it. So as you can see, Bella made a great shot. Talked to Bella about if she wants to keep hunting till dark, being it's our last night for her to hunt. And they do really want to get Anna's buck, so we jumped down and tagged him. Took a look at him. Beautiful buck, man. Great mass, great beams. And I drug him just over to the other trailer blind, so he's kind of out of sight. It does look like he was shot in that back leg. Looks like a bullet hole entry and exit. I mean, she shot him before 4 o'clock, so it's still really early. We're back in the blind now, and it's 4:12. So we have over an hour left to go, so I'm sure the deer are about to start funneling out here. Anyway, beautiful buck. We're gonna sit here till dark. What do you think, Belle?
I'm so pumped because, well, I have 2 tags. I had my muzzy tag and I have my landowner tag. So I could shoot another buck or doe, and that's what I'm hoping for. That's why we're staying. I'm very happy because that 8-pointer, he's got such mass, and it's like crazy. It's like it's got it's huge. It's like very, very cool.
Pretty awesome deer. That might be our 8-pointer from last night. I think he's a 3-year-old. He's a cool deer. Okay, so that one, that's all the way to the left now. Yeah. The closer one? Yeah, the closer one. Okay, so, yeah, you can shoot her. Okay. Let me, just take your time. I think you got her. That's one way to clear the field. Looked like she hit her. Yeah, for sure. Well, that's a wrap. What do you think about that?
Well, this is the first time I've ever got 2 deer.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that is definitely very
Buck and a doe.
Yeah.
Really good hunt. I mean, all in all, obviously the 8-pointer she killed earlier came out really nice and early. Got down, tagged him, drug him off, and it worked great. I mean, we got back in the blind, and I think maybe 5 minutes had gone by, and we saw deer coming out of the bedding, heading to the food plot. We ended up having probably 30 deer in the plot before dark, and we just waited till the last minute to hopefully get Anna's buck to pop up in here. But he's gonna make it another year. I hope he survives. So we're gonna get packed up, and the doe, she did jump the fence. It looked like a solid hit though, so we're gonna go and track her, get her tagged up, and then we'll see you guys out there. That's her. That is a massive doe. She died running. You're supposed to shoot them where they don't run across the creek, though.
Well, this is my 3rd buck of the season, and my first doe. 3rd weapon that we've used so far on the Reed family.
Yeah, you got the 350 Legend in your youth buck, your compound bow, first bow buck, and then first time you shoot the muzzleloader in a long time.
Yeah, and we doubled up.
Now you doubled up. What a great way to end the family late season hunting. You know, I say it over and over and over, but late season is a time that we really focus on just family time. Never did get tater deer, but he's content, he's happy. He did say he wished he would have come, but you know, it's been difficult. You know, I think we had the warm conditions. A lot of the bucks that we were hoping to target either shed or got killed by the neighbors or whatever. So it's been a little bit of a tough late season compared to what we're used to. But very blessed to end it this way. Get a great big mature buck down, and then a giant doe. I mean, she's just huge, old doe. There's lots of really old does out here. Even with EHD hitting the area, you can tell. I mean, last night we saw 35 antlerless. And I've mentioned a lot of times there's a lot of hunting pressure around this farm. You know, you look at last year in shotgun season, Bryn's buck had a bullet hole through his neck. This buck, bullet hole through the leg. And I have a picture of him on December 23rd, and his leg is fine. So that's a late muzzleloader hit that's, you know, probably a week old. And definitely feel like we made the right decision, and just couldn't be more happy to end the family hunting on a high note. And looking forward to the next couple days. I'm gonna be out with the bow for my last couple days before I head to ATA, and that's gonna wrap up Iowa season. So the whole team is hunting hard right now, and everybody's trying to get a buck down, and it's been a little slow for everybody, but we always enjoy spending time in the woods. It's never a bad time. So if you guys are out, hopefully you're having some luck. Good luck to you, and we really appreciate you watching.
Thanks for watching. I'm really happy with this season's end, and I'm really excited for next year.